Live from 3 Cup Studio in Seoul, this is the GSL.
I'm gonna take my time. I have all the time in the world to make you mine.
Oh, welcome back. I didn't see you there. We just got done with Hero pulverizing poor Ragnarok. We were talking about it a lot during the break. It seems like Ragnarok practiced to play against Protoss today and got Hero instead.
Right.
What a shame.
That's what it looked like to me. Like, it certainly felt like he was playing a standard Protoss and was like, wait, there's no third? Wait, there's no third again? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Unfortunate for Ragnarok for sure. I can feel his pain.
Did you go Void Ray Nexus?
It was really confusing, honestly.
Yeah.
Like, Hero just doesn't play the style that everyone else thinks is good. He's just like, nah, I'll play my own style.
He does his own thing. He knows what all the units do, and
I could take a Nat, or I could make a Void Ray, and then just stop mining gas to make Zealots kill you. You know?
He creates his own story with the Protoss units, man. That is for sure. We're going into TVT now. There is a new patch.
Right, there is. Although I don't know how much it'll affect TVT specifically, so...
Not sure. Like, sure, auto turret's back, but...
I feel like the range still just like they're gonna get obliterated by like there's so many cyclones, like and Ravens are so expensive to be aggressive, so we'll see.
Well,
like I'm not a TVT expert, so we'll see what happens.
I mean, I think it'll probably be a lot of mech, but we do see people try to go like Ravens to disable siege tanks in the past. That has not been working recently.
We've actually seen like some sick Raven traps on like drops too. That kind of stuff is really cool, and some players may be forced to make a Raven if you go Banshee or Cloak Banshee, so we could see some utilization with that.
Sure.
A native Raven would be very impressive to me. Like if you're just like, I'm gonna make a Raven, feel like it.
Yeah. Just out of the blue.
Yeah, I'm not a TVT expert though, so you know, we'll see what happens.
You're not a TVT expert?
It is true, I'm not a TVT expert.
I thought you mostly play mirror matchups.
Yeah, I do, but I actually play Zerg.
Oh, okay.
Right.
Yeah, I got you.
But that's okay. We'll see what happens. You know, I'm ready to learn.
All right. Well, that's what we're here for at the GSL Code S. Learning and, well, watching some great StarCraft. Abyssal Reef, Blackpink, Ascension Ire will be our maps. Here we go.
Code S.
Here we go.
Daybreak.
When the lights come on, when the crowd goes wild, rip the roof up over here, take it to the...
So, guys, don't forget group selection after tonight.
Yes.
We see who gets through.
It's going to be a nice meet.
KeeN.
It's going to be really fun. You know, you will actually be part of the group selection tonight.
Yep. They just DQ'd Sasha and put me in.
Yeah.
No.
I can tell who the real foreign Zerg is.
I'll be representing Sasha. She's got W-Ishchi.
Yeah.
Jin Air Green Wings. Maru.
She's got it, what, at 4 a.m. tonight?
Yes, 4 a.m. So she can't participate, but that's okay. You guys got me. Budget Scarlet. Budget Rapid and Budget Scarlet here.
Damn.
But, you know,
We
I'm
got a
happy
2
to be
for 1 on you tonight.
You know what? That's true. You got a 2 for 1.
Yeah. We got no regret service soon.
No regret service. Yep. When you go to a restaurant, they give you a little bit extra.
Yeah.
I'm the little bit extra this time.
You're that little side dish I didn't ask for.
You probably won't eat it either. Just going to leave it there. From France. Go Maru. I don't know what that means.
Toki Lucas. Those might be his friends or something. A lot of times we put the IDs of the people they play with on their sides.
Well, shout out to you guys.
Yeah. Double gas on both sides here. Imagine they just both rushed Raven immediately.
I feel like this is certainly for the Cyclone setup.
It certainly could be. It could be going into Banshee as well.
Could. I've seen Banshees just get like completely obliterated by Cyclones though. Just they just seem so good now, like with the anti-air.
Yeah.
You know.
That was a good fix. Cyclones were really...
Cyclones were so underused, you know?
Dude, I think that I've never seen anything in my life as funny as Cyclones versus Liberators back with the previous anti-air, where it's like the Liberator would fly in, siege on the mineral line, right? The Cyclone comes up, he's like, I got it, right? And he locks on. The thing is, you don't even unsiege it. Because he fires his entire load, waits 4 seconds, and has to lock on again to kill you. It's like all the SCVs are dead.
Those were good times. You know, where the Cyclone couldn't kill anything. Also, your Overlords would just get away. They would shoot them. They'd start shooting them, and you'd be like, okay, I'm going to move this Overlord over high ground now.
When it first came out, you had to be so careful with your Oracle near the base. and then it got changed, and it's like you see the Cyclone, you're like, should I kill that or SCVs?
Maybe both, you know? Maybe a little bit of both.
No, I'll start on that, then I'll kill SCVs.
And then throw down a Stasis Ward. Peace out. Like,
and then tag the army.
oh, 2 Reapers versus 2 Reapers. This is... And a Hellion. This Hellion is a little bit laggy behind, but that's fine.
Oh my god, look at this move.
What?
Oh,
no. Oh, the Cyclone's here,
Oh,
though.
yeah, no, the Cyclone, that changes everything.
That Hellion's dead. Wow, that was a nice pick off. I think he threw down a grenade and pushed that Hellion back to him, so that's pretty impressive, I'm sure. Going Cloak Banshee. This is really interesting.
Yeah, both sides, in fact.
I actually watched the TVT recently against Masa and who was the Terran player? Or maybe a Special and Euthermal, and it was exactly the same thing. They're both getting Cloak on the tech lab that's closest to the supply depot, so it's so easy to scout, but no one's getting that scout off.
A little bit difficult.
I don't know if Cloak finished for KeeN, or did he just cancel it, or what?
I think we might have had double cancels there.
That's weird to me.
Right?
That's really weird.
Well, that's like half the reason you get Cloak is to cancel it. I don't have any...
I guess.
I mean, you know as a Zerg player, right? If you scout that blinking tech lab, you don't know if that's even Cloak or it's like Caduceus, whatever the hell.
concussive upgrade that they're just going to cancel it later.
Yeah.
Like, Ravens both coming from both players. They both have Ravens now, I think.
Cool.
So, like, these Banshees are probably not going to do anything from either side.
No, I don't see too much of anything going on here.
There's a tank on the way from Maru.
Okay.
That's a bit of a deviation here.
Less Cyclones, more Siege tanks. I like it.
It's funny because before the game started, I was like, I'm going to be surprised if we see a Raven natively, and they're both getting them.
Yeah.
Which is interesting. To be fair, I don't know if they're a reaction to the Banshees, but, you know.
Well, I think that they probably are, and it's not going to be bad anyways,
Here
right?
comes the Cyclone to push this away.
Yeah, look at that.
Doesn't have Cloak.
Yeah,
oh,
he's Banshee.
Yeah, he's in this for a little bit long.
Banshee.
If this locks on a second time, this Banshee is super dead. So it's probably not going to come back in anytime soon.
Reactored Cyclone's out of KeeN right now, but actually Siege Tank's out of Maru.
Yeah.
And I like that Maru is also making Vikings and Marines. This is actually a strategy he has used on this map in TVT countless times.
So this is bio, I guess.
No. What it is, and the thing is, he could go buy off of this, but
Right.
he will do a Siege Tank push to the natural. He sieges up below and just kind of denies your mining and
Like
pushes
behind
in.
the mineral line area?
Yeah.
That seems really strong. And then you can go into bio off of this for sure.
Yeah, and the thing is, he
here
does
comes-
this really well. He always has a Viking lead at this point, so you can't do anything.
This
He
is-
has the vision advantage.
This is really nice from KeeN,
yeah.
though. Like, KeeN being really aggressive with his Cyclones,
That's awesome.
it's just a good thing to do. Like, it takes Maru a lot longer to siege up here.
And losing that Cyclone is no joke.
Takes a shot off the tank. That's not that big of a deal, though, honestly. He does know it's coming, too, so he should be able to react some way to deal with this. I don't know. I don't actually. Oh,
he's
there's a
going
tank.
Reactor Viking, and that's going to be a good way to try to counteract this as well, I think.
Oh, he gets the thingamabob.
Yeah.
I don't actually know what that's called, but, you know, the thing that stops the tank from doing things.
Yeah. It was a
This is
great
interesting.
job.
They both got them off on each other.
Yeah.
What's it called? It's like a stasis
It's,
ward.
now you're making me forget. It's called
so
the
you call it a thingamabob, too?
No, it's,
I don't actually know what it's called.
Oh, my God. You're giving me a huge brain fart right now. It's,
okay, thingamabob is that thing that disables things from now
Yeah.
on. Okay, guys? Everyone remember that.
We'll call it Channel 1. You know, on the TV, you switch. Well, actually, you're too young. You don't know about
No,
this.
like
but
the staticky stuff?
Yeah, it just
Channel
turns
1.
static on
Okay.
Channel 1. Channel 2 is where it really starts, PBS.
So that push seemed pretty forwarded, you know, pretty comfortably, honestly. Not much damage taken. Oh, he's going to be aggressive on his own. This might be really weird here.
Yeah, I gotta tell you, I like strategically how Maru opened this up, but just the simple thing of having those 4 Cyclones and the Raven in the middle of the map over the grass and catching that Cyclone, I feel like stuff like that makes such a big difference here.
Oh,
Look at this push!
This is really bad for Maru not having this tank siege, so he's going to be taking a lot of damage here. That's a random Raven, or whatever it's called. A thingamabob. Jesus, TVT, not my matchup,
You
okay?
don't even know what the units
A Liberator, okay.
are. Those things kill your queens
Yes.
and drones all the time.
Oh,
You should know this.
at least KeeN sieged up here, so he's going to take at least some damage here. Oh, gets the thingamabob
KeeN's gonna
off on the
clean us.
thing.
Thingamabob goes down once again. Oh, double
Oh, wow.
Thingamabob. What are you going to do?
All the tanks are dead. Vikings coming down to deal with this. Yeah, he's going to clean up the tank with SCVs. That's an insult to injury right there.
Well, he loses 30 SCVs here, but this counter push is done very well by KeeN.
Yeah, and there's a bit of a contain here, so it could be hard for him to break out of this, you know, going down a ramp
Yeah.
into 2 tanks.
Certainly, especially with 4 Cyclones there. What are you going to do? Push it with Liberator? I don't think so.
There's 3 Marines
Oh my
harassing
God.
here. That's really annoying. Oh, wow.
This game is crazy right now.
Yeah, this is really unfortunate for KeeN. Does clean it up with 2 Hellions, so that's nice. That lot of Vikings. This is actually really nice for the contain to have all these Vikings.
Yeah. That air control is just so superb.
You could thingamabob one of the Vikings too and just like kill them.
Oh, that's true. I would wait for a thingamabob on the siege tanks and go siege those.
That's true too. You know how awkward it would be if
interference drone, right?
Interference drone?
Am I crazy?
I don't even know, dude. We'll go with that.
Yeah.
If he, oh, he gets it off on one of the tanks here, so at least that tank isn't going to be doing anything. Should be able to clean this up, though.
Yeah, look at that tank just drive up to the other tank. I love it.
It's like a blocker. Wow, this fight was so close. It looks like he's actually going to win the fight. Oh, but he pulls the 3 Marines closer to the tank. Oh my god, this is so awkward.
Oh, but the tank unsieges.
This is so awkward. A Viking versus the tank.
The Viking actually wins this easy, too.
The tank's just running away. He's like, oh, I'm out. Fuck, I'm out.
Oh, wait, but Hellions are coming to help him. By the way, Maru is going into bioplay.
Yeah, that was to be somewhat expected, I guess.
Yeah.
It's just not that common in general in TVT, I don't think.
We still see it a little bit. I think it's especially good with the opener he did here. I think his KeeN shut down that opener very, very well.
This is so these are such awkward fights. Like there's two Cyclones, 2 Hellions, and 2 tanks.
Yeah.
2 of everything here.
I like it though.
Yeah,
it's kind of cool. It's like such
Cyclones.
weird little things. It's like, okay, so how quickly do these all kill each other?
Yeah. My favorite part of this game is the Viking chasing a tank that's unsieged running away.
I like how the Vikings are almost ground units in this game.
Yeah.
It's like they have just been landed
There's
time
another
and time
one on the
again.
ground.
Yeah.
Are we
just like, well, I got the starport. I need stuff on the ground right now.
We build Vikings for ground control now.
Yeah. You go mass Viking. If only you could stim them.
It's a lot of tanks here. Not only 1 tank from Maru?
Maru's like almost dead at this point, man. He's taking so much damage.
Oh, SCV pull could go any way now the SCVs are in. These SCVs are actually taking out a lot of these tanks.
Serious heroes. Can the Viking land before the Cyclone shoots it out of the sky?
Oh, he's gonna get both tanks with the the Viking. Oh, he does! Vikings are serious MVPs of ground right now.
Yeah, they are.
But this is probably not enough to clean this up now. No. He's only got 2 Marines versus 2 Hellions and a Cyclone. This game has been so crazy. Like all these fights are so few units.
Yeah, but look at poor Maru here. He's got like no workers. He's still losing them.
I know that.
Oh my god.
I don't know we like lining them up. Oh, this is really bad.
Well, he's got some Marauders out now.
Look at the workers tab though. 62 workers to 26. That's a pretty big deal. This Viking. It gets picked off. I love these little Viking skirmishes. These are so insane. Just
consistently being landed all over the place.
Oh, and this tank getting up. A couple more shots. 2 Marauders. Can this? Oh, okay. You know what?
Well, finally he's going to hold on, but
it's 20 workers down.
Yeah, more than 20. He's 40 workers down.
I mean, like 20 workers killed, and there's only 2 bases. So like, this is not going good. Oh, GG's called.
I don't think you need 3 bases when you only have 27 SCVs.
No, definitely not. I feel like that was such a hard game for me to cast. Just things going on everywhere.
That was like the weirdest game ever.
It was just weird, yeah.
And especially with Thingamabob, just like
I don't. There's so many different
everywhere.
Units. They're making like one of every unit, and they're testing me like, do you know what unit this is? And I'm like, that's a Thingamabob.
It almost felt like a Wings Liberty game where I'm like, what unit's that?
Can we like scroll over it with our mouse and see read it? You know what I mean?
Tooltips. Let's see the tooltips. All right, so Maru losing game 1. It was really neat though. Like I love that little setup KeeN had because Maru's very good at that push on Abyssal. He's been using that TVT so much. Like every game, you go back through time, Abyssal's been out for like a year professionally.
Right.
He uses it like every time there. And KeeN stopped it well.
I think KeeN knew, like just the setup with the 4 Cyclones in the bushes. I feel like he just knew that there was going to be something like that coming. So probably KeeN doing his research there and looked like it paid off really. Like he didn't take any economic damage. He had his tank out in time. He was able to use the Thingamabobs, and everything worked so well.
It was so well done. And the thing is, even if you fly there first, like a Viking, he locks on with the 4 and kills it in 2 seconds. So like he's always picking off a unit there. That was great.
Yes. Daybreak.
And KeeN playing phenomenally against that specific strategy. Certainly.
But you know, KeeN leading 1-0. It's pretty impressive, especially considering Maru's TVT is so good. But
I have to feel like Maru feels like he's on a little bit on the back end, like on the ropes.
Yeah.
especially with like the feel of the interview felt like he was on the redemption road. You know what I mean? Off of his first GSL.
True.
Greenway.
Hey,
Maru.
he did have a tough year, right? Because Maru is someone that you expect to be at the top. You expect him to be at BlizzCon, things like that. I mean, the thing is, he still has a pretty good year. What
Right.
did he end up getting in WCS Korea Sands? Like 11th, 12th, something like that?
Yeah. He does well, even though he doesn't,
Yeah.
like he loses in the round of 32 and he's still top 10 or top 11 or whatever rankings he is. Like,
Yeah,
he
yeah.
does well in the seasons he does well in. You know what I mean?
Indeed.
It's just unfortunate to see him go in round of 32 sometimes. Like,
Yeah.
he's so good against certain people. Like, he can get past them. He just needs to get into the round of 16.
And he's one of the hero Terrans where, like, for instance, over the last several years, Terran has gone through a few hard times where no one wins except for Maru and Innovation.
And then you can't really balance it because you're like, does Maru and Innovation just win everything if we nerf the other races? You know what I mean?
Yeah. Do other people just need to play more like Maru and Innovation?
Exactly. I think that was the meme. That was the meme. Like, just play like TY and you don't need to complain.
Yeah. That's true.
But, yeah,
Welcome.
interesting. Certainly interesting to see KeeN taking the first map.
Yeah, it is. But I feel like Maru can still be completely fine here. I don't feel like KeeN made some good moves and
Right.
got the damage done and gained a big lead and played well. But I don't feel like I was watching him be a better player than Maru.
Right.
He outsmarted him. He made good moves.
Yeah.
He won. Great on him. But yeah, it didn't feel like an outclassing.
I agree, because I feel like you should have been in a worse position than he was, and
Yes.
the whole game was just so back and forth,
Yeah,
even
yeah.
though he was on the ropes the entire game.
Yeah.
Certainly at the end we saw a pretty huge lead, but up until then, the fights were going really close.
Yeah.
So
if Maru
certainly-
doesn't get screwed up in the early mid game,
Oh, this SCV.
good one.
If this SCV is going to tank for the Reapers, and they don't really fight, but it's
That's
interesting to pull the SCV for this.
That's a Maru Reaper, though. You're not going to beat that with your own Reaper.
It's a Maru Reaper and an SCV, so this is just an infinitely better Reaper than one Reaper. See that? KeeN's SCV is just like,
That's
nope,
true.
that's a Maru SCV, I'm out.
It's hilarious how things like this work in Terran versus Terran.
Oh no, two Reapers though. That is certainly better than one. Oh, if he gets out, that's amazing. He's not. Oh, he's so. Yeah, he gets
my
out.
God.
That's actually really impressive. 1 HP.
Oh.
1.
Jeez. He
That's so
calculated
impressive.
that. He did that on purpose.
You think
guys.
so? He was like,
Oh,
all right,
for
this.
sure. Look at that. And then even as he turns, he healed just enough so he could take a shot and keep running.
Oh.
Oh, get wrecked!
Wow, Maru's so good at controlling Reapers. Apparently,
Yeah.
he's just calculated.
Well, the
this,
thing is-
this move will get me out with 1 HP.
Dude, before Byun came along and took the forever Terran micro crown, it was Maru we talked about with micro. He
Right.
was the micro god. People don't remember that.
Third
But
CC.
because now we have Byun, and what are you going to do? I mean,
Right. Yeah, Byun looks pretty insane. You always see a clip of Byun doing something crazy
Yeah.
on Reddit, every other day.
yeah. And the thing is, these same moves get recycled. Do you know how many times, every 2 months, there is Byun blocking something with mules?
Right.
Every 2 months, I see a clip.
It could be the same clip. You wouldn't even know.
Yeah.
Like,
Wow, he blocked Ultralisks this month. And it's
Right.
yeah, that is cool.
this is really interesting. I feel like we see similar openers every game. So far, at least, obviously.
Yeah.
The first game, they both went Banshees, and they're both like, I'm going to cancel Cloak, and then they both went Ravens.
Yeah.
But this game, also a mirror, third base, and then just Cyclones for days.
Well-
Maru going for the tank, though.
Yeah,
So
they're going for something very similar here. He has enough defensive stuff here. I think he'll be fine going for that tank.
is that an engineering bay from KeeN? That's interesting.
What was it? Oh, yeah.
Huh.
I guess so.
I guess he's going to go into... I honestly don't know. I don't know
He
this
needs
matchup.
building armor.
I really
It's
don't...
really good against Cyclones.
I guess it's for the turret, maybe, in case it's Banshee.
Yeah, it could be.
But,
Good
this,
micro.
Yeah, this fight was really sick so far.
Yeah, the grenades are so sick as
Oh,
well.
but the tank on the high ground, Unsiege tank is going to get... I think this Unsiege tank could win the fight against everything here.
Yeah, if it hits the Cyclone first,
Right.
totally.
And now it's sieged up, so it's going to be really hard to fight this. Yeah, to double factory from Maru, so pretty standard stuff. I think they're both going double factory, so it should be mech versus mech.
Oh, yeah, they're definitely both going mech at this point. Look at this.
unfortunately-
So that's a lot of units.
Oh, yeah. And if he gets on top of this tank, the tank won't even be able to do anything. Oh, but he doesn't even
Oh.
have to. Just getting shot down by the Cyclone here.
Jeez.
Yeah, this is a really hard spot for...
I guess KeeN is really showing us why everyone goes Cyclones right now, not siege tanks.
Oh, if he gets this tank on the high ground, that would be insult to injury. He does get it.
Oh, my God.
That's
what am
really
I watching
unfortunate.
here?
Yeah. 12, 13 SCVs go down, 15.
Look at that Cyclone. He's like,
this Cyclone doesn't even care. There's 2 Hellions
dude,
fighting it.
there's 2
Look at
cars
he
with
just-
flamethrowers going after him, and he just sits there and kills every SCV.
It's like, is it getting hot in here? Like, I can't tell.
Yeah.
I think the SUVs did more damage than the Hellions did, honestly.
You're certainly right about that.
Like, that's
that thing
very
had 5, 6 SCVs on it at all times.
46 workers at 28. That's a huge deficit for Maru. This is like a super uphill game for him now.
And there's another siege tank.
I like this tank positioning. I mean, obviously nothing special, but... Oh, 2 Hellions get by? Oh!
Well, they're going to have to kill
Now, if
this
they
entire
kill
mineral
every
line.
single SCV here, we might have a game on our hands.
Yeah. Doesn't look like it's going to happen.
Got 1, so now it's just, it's closer by 1.
Well, he lost 2 Hellions to get 1 SCV, so I'm going to go ahead and say it's further.
You think so?
Yes.
Do you think those Hellions would do something later on in the game?
Well, I think him having more than 1 siege tank on defense at one point would actually be quite helpful, yes.
Yeah, I guess you're right. You're right on that. Building another tech lab on the racks, for, I guess another factory. It's
Double
a lot of
armory
It's
for
a lot of
KeeN, though.
factories for 39 workers.
Well, he's got mules, no regret.
That's true, he does. You're right.
You got to get on that caster meta.
KeeN didn't
This is
even
how we
move.
explain things like this.
Didn't even move the Hellion. Wait. Okay, never mind. That really sketched me out because it was red and red. So I was like, wait, did he just scan himself? But he didn't. So that's good. Maru really not being able to find any of that damage that he wants. He wants it so badly because I think he knows how many workers he lost here. But he's really bringing it back. 44 to 56 isn't the end of the world
I mean,
here.
he's got the 3 command centers. How many SCVs are you really going to make? He can catch up in that regard. But he is behind on some units.
This could be annoying here. Getting at least 2? Yeah, at least 2 there. That's not the end of the world. Oh, another one though. This one's probably going to get at least 2 as well.
Yeah, 3 maybe. No? 2?
That's nice. I mean, 4 workers when you're already behind is kind of
Oh,
unfortunate.
it actually
for
only
sure.
got 1. It didn't get that second shot off.
Oh, but that's nice. I really don't think the mineral income matters as much as the gas income here. So, like, even though he's behind in workers a lot, as long as he saturates his third base gases, he's not in the end of the world spot. And also, he's gonna have a huge defender's advantage now. So he should be able to like see the game go on to the point where Maru can utilize Maru. You know what I mean? Like he can actually utilize his multitasking and his just great engagements in general.
And the thing is, Maru always kind of knows how to utilize what he does have. Like, for instance, he went slower on his upgrades, right? Because his economy was a little bit behind. He got his production up instead.
Right.
Can catch up in units that way, whereas KeeN went faster upgrades. But, like, the thing is, if you're playing defensively, it doesn't matter if they have faster upgrades, really. Like, there's just such a defender's advantage when you get massive siege tanks.
Right. It's just like if you're sieged up in a spot, it's really hard to fight it. So Maru able to cut some corners to come back in the game, whereas KeeN kind of has to play a bit safer because he didn't want to lose his edge. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So certainly I feel like Maru is certainly coming back. Oh, this is kind of nice if he cancels the SCV building it. I mean, not the end of the world, but did you get it? Yeah, you got it. That's nice. That's a cutesy little thing. You can really see Maru just trying to like, be everywhere at once kind of thing. And he does it well, but like it's not like he can really find that damage just with siege tanks. If this was ZVT, he would have killed a lot of drones. That's what I'm trying to say.
Yeah.
But yeah, Tank's pretty good at defending the Hellion run-bys. Oh, blue flame?
Oh,
He has blue flame.
my God. Okay, so, the blue flame, that's kind of interesting. But what I just saw was, because we see both of them going Vikings, right? That becomes such an important part of this. But what I think is really cool is KeeN is adding 2 starports.
Oh,
he's going to get range liberators, and he's going to control the skies. And that's going to be a great way for him to take the advantage he had earlier and turn it into a victory, I think.
Oh my God, landed Vikings time?
Jeez.
This is going to be a lot of dead SCVs.
Oh my God, yes it is.
The question is, do you send your Vikings to fight the landed Vikings now? I think he is, right? Yeah, he is. Look at the Vikings. The Vikings are here.
Oh my God.
Oh, this is going to be awkward.
This is where you start seeing him jump up and down.
It is. Watch, he's going to jump up. No? So interesting. Oh no, finding an open spot with the tanks though, tank line. He could siege up here and it would be really hard for Maru to come back and fight this.
Well,
this
he
is a
can't
really
use his
good spot.
SCVs this time, right?
No, he certainly can't.
Oh my
Yeah,
God.
see, this is real. Hey, this is like exactly like Hero and Ragnarok.
Yeah.
He's got that spot we were talking about. Oh, one
Blackpink
Liberator
fan.
coming through though. That's okay.
Oh, don't worry, the landed Vikings will clean everything up.
Oh,
my
this
God.
Liberator is a super MVP. He would be just dead if he didn't have this Liberator. Like legit, just dead.
Yeah,
But
quite right.
one Liberator is able to kind of push this stuff back.
And look, he's only down 11 SCVs after that, somehow, some way, and he has air control by a decent amount right now. And he's only down 2 siege tanks. What?
Yeah, it's really interesting. Like, I feel like if KeeN had pushed into the third, he might have actually been able to do more. You know what I mean? Like, he maybe got a little bit greedy there, trying to go for that throat.
You know, when Maru's playing, 2 + 2 doesn't always equal 4. I'm like looking at this, you know, it's like we test 2 + 2 = 4 lots of times, and then eventually you're just
We
like,
know
yeah,
it's
I guess it
supposed
always
to be
does.
4, you know?
Yeah.
But sometimes it's 5.
But that's just human intuition, guys. It's pretty impressive how Maru is still in this game.
Yeah, but, I mean, seriously though, he was down by like half the SCVs of his opponent.
Yeah.
And the game is going on to like 11 minutes, and now it's kind of starting to stabilize a bit too. So, like even upgrades, somewhat behind in workers, that doesn't really matter because you just matter on gas income mostly, right?
What I think the part here that's again scary for me for Maru is the fact that there are so many starports for KeeN. In fact, he's going to go up to 5 starports.
Right.
This is hilarious. He's actually just going Sky Terran.
They're both getting the thingamabob upgrade.
Yeah.
I'm just kidding. The Liberator upgrade. And we do see a lot more starports for KeeN, so he's probably going to have enough Vikings to shoot down the Liberators from Maru. So that's just like a worse spot to be in.
The one difference there is that Maru is getting air attack, and KeeN is actually just staying on actual ground weapons.
One nice thing for Maru is he killed all of KeeN's Vikings too. So even though there are more starports from KeeN, he does have to come back from a deficit in Vikings.
I think he's about there, though. He's been making 5-6 Vikings at a time for a bit. I'd love to see that unit tab, but
yeah, that would be nice. But
who knows?
Yeah, who knows? We can speculate.
Yeah. Okay, 15 to 12. So already KeeN has that advantage.
Right.
It's
hard to come back from the disadvantage like that too.
Yeah. Well, this is the funny part. Like when you're losing the air battle this badly, you have to land your Vikings.
Right.
Because it's
just
like you get
suicide if you
wrecked
don't.
in the air, and you're like, well, that didn't do anything. But if you land them,
Are these tanks all by themselves? They're just chilling here? What's going on right now?
I love how they're inside.
They're in the sensor tower. Yeah, like they're just.
I love that.
This is so awkward.
Oh my God, what is going on?
Are the tanks gonna go home now? Like, what's going on? Oh, that's a
You're
lot
like, oh, wait,
of
are
Vikings.
we? Oh my.
That's so many Vikings. The only thing I can think of is if you like right-click all the Vikings in a big ball and the Liberators splash them to death. But like,
and he's got +1 on his Liberator attack, but that's not happening here at all.
yeah, I think it's time to drop the boys.
Yes.
Drop them.
He's got to land those things immediately. Oh my God. He doesn't even have a missile turret to fly over. Where's he going?
No.
He's going to go to the end of the map and they're all going to die. Ah!
This is a hard spot to be in.
Yeah.
He hid the air superiority for so long too. Like Maru had
yeah.
no idea that he had so many Vikings. He probably felt like he was ahead in the Viking tab anyways, you know what I mean?
Oh man, that is
Oh
a
my
massive landing of Vikings right there.
He raises them. All right, down, it's time for the dance.
Up, down, up, down. Oh my God, and a Liberator trying to kill a sieged up Liberator here that's killing siege tanks. That air dominance.
Oh wow, he actually picks off the Liberator with the last Viking shot. That's kind of nice. Oh, we're getting some counter damage. Wow, 3 Liberators doing a lot of SCV damage here. I mean, I guess if the Vikings all die to tanks or something, like, he could come back, honestly. But, yeah, with these Liberators, it's really hard to do this.
KeeN is playing really well.
Yeah, he is.
It's super impressive. Like, he got leads in both games, and in this game especially, I love his switch into mass air, and he's just kind of like closing out in a way that's really hard to stop.
Right. And it wasn't scouted by Maru either, so he just had no idea that they're... Yeah, GG's called.
Wow. KeeN.
Yeah.
2-0ing Maru.
Very impressive, too.
Not what I expected. It's okay. I think Maru can still win this group.
Think so?
First place.
Come back?
Somehow.
That would be pretty impressive. That would be like an underdog story for sure.
Yeah.
And KeeN, very, very good games too. Like nothing too crazy. He just like knew what Maru was gonna do and beat it.
He made Cyclones, and he's like, wait a minute, you're trying to use siege tanks, and he runs in and screws them up, and I mean, he had good moves. He had some good grenades with his Reapers. He kept his Reapers alive so that he could utilize them during some of these early fights, and they actually make a big difference.
Right.
You know, you have Cyclones shooting each other, and someone has a grenade and someone doesn't. That's a big advantage.
I mean, you did get that one Reaper out though, with 2 Reaper versus 1 Reaper, you know?
Yeah. Jeez. This is a crazy day so far.
Yeah,
KeeN versus Hero winners match.
All the games have been really like abnormal, honestly, so far.
Yeah, everyone's playing very aggressively today. And all right, quick break. When we come back, KeeN versus Hero.
Control.